Is living in San Diego really worth it? You know, living here, it's not always sunshine and rainbows like a lot of people believe, although most of the time it is. So I've made a list of 5 pros and cons of living in San Diego that I'd like to share with you. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Greg Cummings with the Compass Real Estate team and the Greg Cummings Group. There are so many things that make San Diego a great place to call home, but there's also a lot of deal breakers that people don't think about before moving here. So here's a few pros and cons that I've listed out here for you. Number 1, and probably one of the most obvious, is the weather. I can't tell you how many times it is 70 degrees and sunny in San Diego. I kind of rub it into my friends that live back in Texas or on the East Coast when it's cold or boiling hot back home. Now with that pro of beautiful weather comes our number 1 con, and that is the sunshine tax, as we call it. Everything in San Diego is more expensive than most places in the US. In fact, last year we were named the most expensive city to live in the entire United States. What does that mean? Well, cost of housing is higher, cost of groceries is higher, everything, gas is higher. So you have to be prepared and know that it is going to cost you more to live here and to enjoy that beautiful weather that we get year round. Pro number 2 would be the amazing central location. You are just a stone's throw away of going down across the border into Mexico and enjoying some great tacos and beautiful waves along Baja coast. And then you're just a short drive, couple hours up into the mountains. You want to go snowboarding in the winter or hiking in the summer? Furthermore, you just head a little east of here and now you're out in the desert, Joshua Tree area. Just gorgeous and stunning. All of these places are right at your fingertips and just a short distance away. Con number 2 of living in San Diego would have to be the traffic. You know, I moved here over 20 years ago, and I have seen a substantial uptick in the amount of traffic that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis when living in San Diego. There are certain times a day that I want nothing to do with the 5, 15, or 8:05. So just know, if you're gonna move here, you've gotta be ready to know when and when not to be on these roads. Pro number 3 would be the beautiful beaches. You know, there's such an endless variety to choose from in San Diego. And if you're like me, you'll also get out there and enjoy the surf, whether it's on a board or maybe body surfing or anything in between. One of my personal favorite beaches to enjoy is Coronado, often ranked the number 1 beach in the entire US. With the beautiful backdrop of the Hotel del Coronado, this place is stunning. You've got Mission Beach, Pacific Beach, La Jolla Shores. It is absolutely one of the best reasons why I like to call San Diego home. Con number 3 of living in San Diego would be the taxes. You know, it's no secret that San Diego has some of the highest income taxes in the nation, clocking in at over 13.3%. Now, on top of that, you also have a higher sales tax in most states as well. The golden side to this, your property taxes are actually relatively low, clocking in at about 1.2% of your purchase price. And another great aspect to that is within the county, you are locked into your sales price that you purchased the home at as your tax basis, i.e. you don't get reassessed based off the values going up. So there is a benefit on that side when it does come to taxes. Pro number 4 of living in San Diego would be all the dining options. Right now, there are over 7,000 restaurants located in San Diego. And on top of that, some of them are over the top as far as a culinary experience. You know, when I first moved here, there was only a handful of really nice, top-notch restaurants. Nowadays, you just walk down the streets of someplace like Little Italy, and there's a great restaurant on every corner you look at. It's amazing. I mean, I have a hard time going to a new restaurant just because there's so many ones that I've been to that I love so much. So if you're a foodie like me, this is an absolute pro of living in San Diego. So come on and enjoy our dining experiences that we have to offer you. The number 4 con to living in San Diego is the lack of public transportation. Now, by all means, this has improved immensely over the years, but San Diego really hasn't grasped the concept of public transportation. So that means you're gonna need some way to get around, and most likely that's going to be a car. Now, one thing to consider on that is the lack of parking in San Diego as well, not to mention the gas prices. So often you might be driving, paying a premium for the gas, and then also having to pay to park. A lot of people, including myself, rely on things like a scooter or an e-bike to get around more efficiently. So this is just one more thing to consider when you're thinking about moving to San Diego. Pro number 5 to living in San Diego is the endless outdoor activities to enjoy. You know, it's no secret that San Diego is a world-class location for surfing, and it's one of the main reasons why I choose to call San Diego home. There's such a variety of surf breaks, everything from Wind and Sea to La Jolla Shores and Black's Beach, and it's also great for beginners wanting to learn as well. But it's not just surfing. There's so much more to do, let me tell you. Now, when it comes to outdoor activities, one of my personal favorite things to do is to snorkel right off the coast of La Jolla Cove. It is amazing the amount of sea life that you can experience just a short distance from the shore. During leopard shark season, there are hundreds of leopard sharks to swim with, and it's an experience that everybody must check out. Now, if you prefer to be on land versus on the water, we have endless opportunities for both hiking and biking. One of my personal favorite ways to spend an afternoon, especially when guests are visiting, is to bike around the bay and along the boardwalk in Mission and Pacific Beach. My guests truly enjoy the experience of biking around on the boardwalk and the bay. It just gives a great perspective of what it's really like to live in San Diego. Now, if golfing is more of your outdoor activity, San Diego is a top spot as well. Recently named in Golf Digest's top 50 locations for golfing, San Diego boasts over 70 golf courses. Some of the top favorite ones are Torrey Pines, Tecolote Canyon, and even the beautiful golf course out in Coronado. So if that's your thing, plenty of opportunities to enjoy as well. The number 5 con for living in San Diego, unfortunately, I would have to say, is the homeless issue. It's no secret that San Diego ranks in one of the top cities for homelessness. In fact, just recently a stat says that 10,000 people are homeless within San Diego, and a large portion of that is made up of our military. You know, I'll be the first to admit, I don't know what the solution is, but the bottom line is something needs to be done, and it's something that you should consider if you're thinking of moving to San Diego. Now, if you've decided that living in San Diego is worth it, check out my next video, 5 things to know before moving to San Diego.